Right. Hi everyone. I wanted to share a video which might help because everyone at the moment seems to be in a negative vibration. I'll have to explain what this is, but it's important. So basically, there's two people I want to talk to about what I've done studies about, which is Nikola Tesla and Bob Proctor, how the mind works and what we are as human beings. So Nikola Tesla basically says, if you want to unlock the universe, think energy, vibration and frequency. That is what we are, basically. We are energy, what we give out to the world. So, basically, there was a guy in Japan who basically showed this in an experiment. He got two bottles of water, two jars of water, put rice in both. He said positive affirmations to one and negative to another one. After 30 days, the rice with the positive one were all looked like more or less the same, didn't change. Whereas the one where he said negative words to, the rice went a bit mouldy. So we as humans, this shows that we've got an energy about us. So if we say negative things and put negative things out there, that is going to hurt other people. If we say positive and upbring people, that will help people in the situation. So at the moment, with this COVID situation, it's a bit difficult because it's affected the whole world, but everyone seems to be on the same vibration of negativity because they watch the news too much. We're in lockdown now, I think. I don't really pay attention, but till it looks like February to March. So an idea is, we've got five senses. We've got taste, smell, touch, hear and see. These hear and see are the two important ones. So the hear, what we hear is the negativity on the news, and we're seeing it virtually on the news. We know we're in lockdown now till whenever, February, March. It might be best to advise you to turn it off. The news at the moment is not posting anything positive, and that's going to affect us. So basically, at the moment, we've got two scales. We've got the love vibration, which is the top, and the fear. So every time we watch the news, our vibration is going to dip down to the fear, and that's going to cause implications with stress, anxiety. This is why in this world we've got more suicides now, because people are not seeing their way out because of this COVID. So what we've got to do, I'll just show you a graph which Bob Proctor does, hopefully you can see. We've got the conscious mind, so this is our thinking mind at the top. Your brain's split into two. You've got your conscious mind, which is your thinking mind. So we can choose what we accept in our brains from other people, other sources, whatever. And the subconscious mind, right, we're not really taught to train this at all. So basically, when we were a baby, when we were born, our subconscious minds were wide open, and like what our parents said to us, even though we were a kid and we don't remember, it always passes on to us or anyone else. And as we grow up, that's kind of how we are. But because I've got this knowledge now, I'm trying to help with more doing with my conscious mind than the subconscious mind, because this is the emotional mind. So every time Boris says something about the death figures, everyone's going to get scared, and then everyone, you're in the lower vibration. But your scale is, we need to all be up here, but at the moment a lot of people are down here. And when we're stressed, cortisol runs down the body, and when you're stressed, it turns on your fight or flight mode, and that causes disease, and potentially it could cause suicide, other problems in the virus. A lot of people at the moment just think the virus has just taken over their life, but in fact we can control our lives. That's the issue. So what we're seeing and hearing at the moment, we turn on the news and it's just negativity. So our eyes now, whether it's March, February, I don't know, we're in lockdown, have a detox, you'll feel better than the negativity. Also, what I suggest, when you speak to people, like in the family, instead of like we'll say we have a swear jar, every time you mention COVID or something, just put some money in that jar, and eventually you'll cut that out, you'll cut saying it out. It's not just going to be COVID you can use this on, but obviously swearing, bad habits, you can do all sorts. But we've got to learn to reject these thoughts, because every time Boris puts these thoughts in our heads, that's going to go around, and then that's how we react. And it's not just COVID. I'm not wanting to say it's just COVID, but the world in general. If we don't get taught this, enough, and we should be learning more about our subconscious mind, because every time with a subconscious mind, we can't reject anything, so that's something stores in our mind. So, and then we're going to go in the lower vibration of fear, basically. But we need to be more up here in the love vibration, and just spreading good things, really. Another thing is like social media, like you just got to unfollow people. It is difficult at times to talk about certain subjects, not just like COVID, I said, who don't say things positive or look to cause arguments. And it's important as well, because if we are always down here in the fear, that we're going to bring like negative things into our life, where if we're at the top of the scale in love vibration, we're going to bring positive things in our life. But it's not just about thinking positive, it's not just about thinking positive, it's like at the moment as well doing something what is positive, watching positive things on TV, listening to positive music, eating the correct foods, which also link to lowering your frequency levels. So if you're eating junk all the time, you're going to feel a negative vibration. That's why you recommend we eat your 5Gs, because then your vibration goes up. But if you're always eating there, you're going to be always in the low frequency and sluggish and lousy and tired all the time. So it's recommended we drink plenty of water and thing. And also they tell us not to go outside, but I think this is one of the biggest. I think it's stupid, really. We've got it's a nice sunny day today, and vitamin D is important. Even fresh air, we need that for us to help our immune system, which they're not really teaching people how to fight off a virus. It just seems to be like a one-sided road into the vaccine, but everyone's got their own views. But personally, I think it's basically you've got to look after yourself, really. Survival of the fittest. Not everyone's, everyone can do this, but hopefully I get the message across, because at the moment everyone's just, well, I wanted to do a video since last year, but I'm not really had the guts to do it. But I thought I'd share what I learned, because I just feel it's important, really, that we know what's happening, because the more we look into the fear, the more people are not going to see a way out of this situation. And we've got time now to do things. Well, we've had time in March to do things what are like positive, you know, maybe start a new, you know, it's hard at the moment, maybe learn new skills, languages, instruments. I don't know, there's all sorts you can do because of this COVID, which puts you ahead of the game when it's over, really, basically. So yeah, it's just using your time wisely and just trying to control what you put in your mind, because your subconscious mind is just, at the moment, everyone's subconscious mind is just acting negative thoughts. And like, if people are talking to you about COVID, just try and walk away or change subject. Like, they're the main things what people got to do. But we're just always getting emotionally involved in this situation, and a lot of people just are not seeing the way out of it. But I thought I'd share that with you, and hopefully it might help people learn about, you know, who we are, really, because a lot of people don't know. What we give out to the world is what we receive as well, you know, just being a positive person. And at the moment, a lot of negativity, it needs to be shut down, but I can't control what Boris says or anything on the news, so I don't really want you know, I wish I could control it, but he needs to say more positive things and not, it just seems to be always about the negative. So that's the way forward, you know, just think positive and hopefully things will get better. But you can't think positive if you always got the death figures and everything else coming into your subconscious mind all the time. So we need to learn how to control the conscious mind and like accept and reject these thoughts coming in. So hopefully that explains a lot of what's happening. And so yeah, if you wanted to know anything else, I just thought I'd share a video because I just think it's important. Okay, thank you for listening.